I'm very excited to make this video. I love this comment. I love the honesty and vulnerability in it. I made a video a while back and it was called "For Teenage Boys Who Think They're Balding." Which, by the way, I get a lot of emails every day from teenage boys who are noticing the first signs of hair loss. Maybe their temple's going into that Norwood one. And I'll look at their hairline and then I'll look at a picture of them at 1 year old that they'll send me, which is a projection of you at age 35. And I'll say, you know what? I think, and whatever the answer is, I think you're gonna be fine until you're 25, until you're 30. Or I think you'll be better off than I'll even be when I'm 40 in a couple of years. So I get a lot of those emails, and there's not a whole lot I can do though, other than just to kind of give an estimate on when your hair is gonna expire. I can't give you an answer. I can't give you some magical potion. Here you go, take this. I can't do that. What I can do is use encouragement to try to help. So my heart goes out to you here on this one. Mind the Axe is the person who left a comment. And here's what he said on the video, "For teenage boys who think they're balding." He says this, quote, "I've been going bald since 15 when my hair started going. People made fun of me and they were talking bad about me, but I ignored them, but it still hurts my confidence, so I wear lots of hats. I guess I'm just unlucky having been born with Asperger's and Dysplasia as well, but at the end of the day, all you can do is laugh it off because we all perish, so no point in being miserable. Also, my hairline is further back than my dad's, about an 8-inch recede," end quote. So again, my heart goes out to you, and yet I have so much respect to you, Mind the Axe. I think what you just said is gonna help a lot of other young guys as they're going through this. And you're right, the lot that you've been cast for your life. So just to do the tally. So you're someone who has apparently a receding hairline that's more extreme than other people your age. Then you have Asperger's, which is going to make life challenging in certain ways. That's an extra challenge that a lot of us don't have, plus the dysplasia. So you've got all these things going on in your life. But here's what's awesome about your comment. You're not acting like a victim. You're not saying, my life is awful, it's unfair, all this has happened to me, I'm miserable. You're not saying that. You have optimism. And that optimism is not artificial. You're not like, well, let me just turn the frowns upside down. That's not you. Like, I can tell whatever age you are, because of these things that have really challenged you, especially socially challenged you, you've overcome it. Think about this. Think of how many guys that are experiencing hair loss that don't have Asperger's, that don't have other situations going on, and yet they are so insecure and freaking out about it. And here you are, you're accepting it. It's interesting to see how you've used these things in your life that a lot of people would see as setbacks, and you've lived through them, and you've overcame them, and you're like, I'm not gonna let hair loss bother me if I've gone through all this other stuff. What does it even matter? Why am I gonna let hair loss bother me on top of all that? Man, I am so impressed by you. I have so much respect for you. And I love the fact that basically you're stealing the mic away from me. Because this is the kind of stuff I say basically in every video, but to hear it from you, I think it matters that much more. You're backing me up. You're my hype man, and I like you. So I hope that you're watching this follow-up to the comment that you left. I think it's so inspiring to see that. And I've said it before, we can always look up at our hairline or our thinning or our balding, whatever's happening up there, and think, oh great, my life is never gonna be the same, my life is not good anymore. And I've said it before, but what about the people who have it a lot worse than you? You know, it goes back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You know, just like if you're born in America, in a wealthy nation, and you've never known what it's like to go hungry, and you've got an easier shot at education and a solid career, versus someone who's born in, say, Somalia. You know, if you say you're born in Somalia with a receding hairline, you're balding at age 15, but yet you're just trying to survive. You're not going to be thinking about your hair loss. You're going to think about, how can I survive what's going on? By the way, look up Somalia. Of all the countries to live in, between Somalia Haiti and North Korea probably. I wouldn't want to live in any of those countries. Yet men are being born and raised in those countries and they're balding. And I bet that they care the least about their hair loss because they've got so much other stuff going on. And I think that to some degree, that's what Mind the Axe has been going through. He's had some struggles that the rest of us cannot relate to. It's made him stronger. Mind the Axe, he is victorious because he chooses to be victorious. He was given some obstacles in life and he chose to be victorious through his brain by thinking that way. He did not allow himself to be a victim. Therefore, Mind the Axe wins. He wins this. He's going to live the rest of his life with Asperger's. It's going to be challenging for him, especially in social settings and in other settings as well. It's going to be a challenge for him. We're never going to experience that challenge. Plus, he's going to be losing his hair. But his hair loss will bother him less than it will bother many people watching this video. And what I like about this is it gives you the ability to think, wow, I control this. I don't control necessarily my hairline, but I control my perspective of reality. I'm telling you, Mind the Axe, I like you. Thank you for leaving that comment. You are an inspiration.